So how is everybody? Already enlightened? If not, you need to turn on the inner light, yeah? Maybe this helps, yeah? So what shall we talk about? Huh? I mean, I said everything. I can repeat something, yeah, the important things. I mean, for the moment, I mean, it's more than enough that you have to do, yeah? Huh? Going home, practicing every day, yeah? 3 hours, yeah? In the morning 1 hour, after you come back from work 1 hour, and before you sleep 1 hour, that's 3 hours, yeah? Plus the daily reflection, that's another hour, so 4 hours. If you want to get out, yeah? Or if you want to find some happiness in your life, then this is important to do. I always said, make meditation your first priority, and everything else comes afterwards, yeah? Eating, sleeping comes afterwards, yeah? Working comes afterwards, yeah? What is he doing with all these pictures, huh? Don't sell them, yeah? Not allowed. Is he from the monastery or what? So let's start again, yeah? What is the purpose of our life? Huh? Yeah? Did you find out now what is the purpose of your life? Yeah? What is your goal in your life? Yeah? Because eating, sleeping, and playing with the smartphone, that is not purposeful. Yeah? What?
Not to be reborn again.
Yeah, but then you better become a monk or a mechi. It's a tough life, yeah? But it has something that is satisfactory. In one hand, I mean, it's quite tough, yeah? What you do 7 days a week, yeah? 12, 14 hours a day, is meditation, investigation, you know? So it can be quite tough, yeah? But on the other hand, it is very... it's reviving and it is very valuable, yeah? I mean, gathering money is not very valuable, yeah? You can lose it, you put it in the bank crashes, and then it's gone, yeah? You can lose your job, yeah? You can lose anything, yeah? You can lose your partner, you can lose all these things. But the thing that you have acquired in your heart, you cannot lose, yeah? The knowledge or the wisdom that you have acquired in your heart, you don't lose. Yeah? Whatever we know, yeah? Whatever we assume, changes. Yeah? Our thoughts change, our memories change, yeah? And then sooner or later we don't remember anything. Yeah? Unless we have a deep insight in our meditation, this is something we don't forget. Yeah? It is always clear there. So, I mean, you better go working on it, yeah? You know what it is necessary? Sila, Samadhi, Panya, that is the way out. And you have to cut the first 3 fetters, yeah? The fetter of doubt, I explained it yesterday. Not keeping the sila, yeah? Constantly playing around with the sila, one day taking it, one day not taking it. And investigation of the body, that the citta and the body are not one and the same thing. Right? So that is the door out, yeah? But you need also your samadhi, yeah? And you've seen how difficult it is, to get into a state where there are no thoughts and no memories coming up, huh? They're always lurking around, yeah? Just waiting for you to grab hold of them. If you're not interested, yeah, then you then you go very fast into samadhi. Yeah. So, and yeah, I mean, if you really want, to better your life, you should do the daily reflection. Yeah, I mean, I explained it. Go up. What happened in the morning. Yeah, what kind of dream. Yeah, what kind of thought. What kind of memory. Did I wake up? What kind of feeling did I have? What did I do then? Yeah, how does these things evolve? Yeah, we don't know. Why I'm sometimes irritated. And sometimes I'm not irritated. Yeah? But it all shows us, yeah? Do it, yeah? And don't judge it. That is the most important thing. Don't judge this was good or this was bad. Because then you go down the drain, yeah? And that is the judgment of the kilesas, and it is not the judgment of the heart. Even if the kilesas think, it was good, the heart sees it was bad, yeah? Unwholesome. So, don't trust your judgments, yeah? So don't judge at all, just look. Huh? This thought came up, this memory came up, this feeling came up. What did I do next? Okay, eating, what kind of thoughts, what kind of memory came up, what kind of feelings came up, what did I do then? Can't remember, so the next thing that you remember, just skip it. Yeah? Sooner or later, it's training memory. Sooner or later we remember everything, every detail. And then we see where things are going wrong. Within ourselves, not within the others. And the developing of samadhi, we develop the knowingness. We develop sati. Sati, mind emptiness, mindfulness, the mind is full of one thing. So, we can concentrate, we can use this mindfulness in everyday life. It is not bad, but it's not the same as sati. Yeah? Sati is this awareness, this is aware of what is going on in the heart. Yeah? And there might be quite a few things that are going on in the heart. When we are just mindful of one thing, we don't get it. Yeah? So that's why sati, this is why sati is so important. Yeah? Developing sati. Yeah? In the beginning, when the breath comes in, when we use the breath, we can use the labels, and say in breath, out breath, long, short, rough, detailed, and so on, yeah, until the knowingness comes from the heart, then we don't have to use these labels anymore, yeah. But in the beginning, it might be helpful. For people who know it already, they don't even need to do it, yeah. Developing this sati is important, yeah? Because whenever then we investigate something, we have to put the sati onto the spot, yeah? So, for instance, when it is pain in the knee, then we have to put the sati there, to look what is happening there. We don't want to see it, yeah? No. And then we ask questions. That is developing wisdom. We have to ask the questions. Ask the right questions, not stupid questions. Ask the question, what is pain? How does pain feel like? Of course we don't want to ask these questions, because we want to get rid of pain. That's not the way. We need to understand what is pain. Just the same thing. We need to understand what is irritation. What is greed? Yeah? How is greed, How is greed differing from hate? Yeah? Is there a difference in the feeling? Because when you go to the feeling, we have all sorts of things, yeah? Maybe they are not so different, yeah? Strong greed can be, pretty much the same thing as strong hate. A feeling, yeah? It pounds us, yeah? Sorry. Constantly coughing. Your climate is not for me, not yet. Humid, cold, air conditioner, constantly air conditioner, yeah? I mean, you sweat, you sweat here, then the cold air comes here, and then you have a lung infection, yeah? At least for me, you are used to it. You live here for all your life, yeah? Nice place to live here, Singapore? Yeah? Good? Yeah? I couldn't. I mean, it's so dense, so many people. Oh. And when I look at all these chicken cages, rising up everywhere. Yeah. Oh. I mean, how can you remember where you live, yeah? They all look the same, yeah? Just have a big number, yeah? 304, and then A, B, C, D, E, F, G, yeah, H. I'm not used to this anymore. I mean, even in Hamburg, I'm in the stories where 3 stories or 4 stories houses, with quite big apartments, yeah. But anyway, you don't have much place, yeah. So Singapore, yeah. I just heard that they want to move part of the harbor, yeah, where they ship the goods there, and build, another few chicken cages there. Yeah. But as long as you feel well, you feel good, I mean, yeah, that's all what it matters, yeah. People who are interested in practice, they can come, they can come to Thailand, practice there, yeah? For a week, to see, the difference, yeah. Because if you're here with 100 people, and then you're alone in your kuti and practice, it is quite a difference, yeah. University style and secondary school style is quite different, yeah. So you have to have a lot of self-discipline, yeah, to practice it 12 hours or 14 hours a day. But anyway, I mean, look what is the purpose of a life. Look what is the aim that you set out to, and then no matter what it is, and then accomplish it. Yeah, go for it. Not constantly changing. Oh, it's too difficult. Let's try something else. Oh, this is too difficult. Let's try something else. That's not getting you anywhere. Yeah, it's the same with the practice. Yeah. This teacher teaches this. That teacher teaches that. Yeah, I mean, if you found a teacher, that you feel comfortable with it, then just stick with it. Yeah? When I found Lung Dhamma Boy, I mean, there was no need to go anywhere else because he was there, yeah, complete. Yeah, I didn't need anything else than him. But of course, you don't have this good fortune, to live, in Thailand. Yeah, you're stuck in Singapore, where you hope, that sometimes, once in a while comes a monk by, and teaches you, or layperson, yeah. Yeah, but be careful, yeah. Not every teacher is a good teacher, yeah. Including me. You don't know if I'm fooling you, yeah. So you can only, judge by yourself, yeah. If that what I say leads to the results I'm talking about it, then it is okay, then it's good, yeah. If it leads to good. I mean, Lord Buddha, did the same thing, to the people of Kalamaya. Yeah, he said, I mean, if a teacher comes by, and he says this leads to good, and they do it and it doesn't lead to good, and then don't follow him. But if a teacher comes by, yeah, and what he teaches leads to good, I mean, then follow him. And you have to do the same thing with my teaching, yeah. So I don't have the opinion that I'm a great teacher, but I know from my experience that I have some experience, and I can teach you this experience. But I don't have to be true all the time, yeah. So So, anyway, so what did we forget? Samadhi, samadhi? No? Sila, I was talking about. Sila, samadhi, panya, investigation. The first investigation is the body and the citta are two different things. Second investigation, in order to get rid of greed and hatred, is asubha practice. You don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. We cut open the body, and then look at it. Is it nice? No. Or we just need to remove the skin. And what do you see underneath the skin? Try to imagine it. Blood, flesh, tendons, muscles. When you remove the skin, you like to hug your husband if he has no skin on, or kiss him. Oh, my dear. So that is the investigation that leads beyond greed and hate. What else was I saying? What else was I teaching? The three fetters. Doubt that there's heaven and hell. Doubt that there are beings in heaven and hell. Doubt that there's karma. Karma is a very important thing. The second is not keeping the precepts, and the third one is seeing that the citta, the car and the driver are two different things. At the time of the Lord Buddha, he knocked at the cars. Get out. Look, the car and the driver are not the same thing. So it's the same with the citta and the body. You are not the body. There is a body. You use it just like a robot. Most of the time, you're just robots. Walking like zombies through the street. Watching your smartphone. That's a zombie or that's a robot. And remember about karma. Karma, whatever we experience in this life, is the result of our previous karma. But we have different kinds of karma. We have 16 different kinds of karma that we developed over the millions or billions of lives, so we can choose. But most people, follow the strongest karma, so they don't even know that they can choose. It is just like in Singapore. You can choose to go on the main road, and then this thing happened, and you can choose to go into one of the side streets, something else is happening, or you can go up the mountain and something else is happening, So depending on our choice, we have different kinds of karma, So, for instance, if you go the Meiji life or if you go the monk life, different kind of karma is coming up than if you just work, for the rest of your life, Is that clear, or? So we always have a choice, Karma is not something, that is fixed, on us. We have a choice, to go this way, or we have the choice to go that way. And we even have the choice, of going a completely new way that we have never done. Oh, that sounds interesting. But because we are occupied, our mind is constantly occupied with our ideas, with our goals, then we don't see, all these choices. But if our mind is open, if our mind is empty, then we can see it, and say, oh, maybe that's a good idea, maybe this is a good idea. So what else? What else was I talking? Or what else do you want to know? What else shall I talk about? Because the main things, for For most of you, the main things I talked about already, yeah? How to get the mind calm, yeah? How to do investigation, yeah? How to keep the 5 precepts, yeah? What are the 3 fetters, and so on, yeah? So I mean, most of it, it's already done, yeah?
I have a question. What is mind-body?
Mind-body.
Yes.
There is no mind-body. There's the mind and there's the body. The mind belongs to the citta, and the body, belongs to the body and the senses. I don't know, I've never heard that mind-body. In how do they use it? How is it used?
Body is like the container.
Yeah?
And mind-body is something that out of the container.
Yeah, but this is complete nonsense, The body is the car and the driver is the mind, yeah? Who steers the car, yeah? There's nothing like mind, body, or or the emotional body, no. And you can see it, yeah? I mean, when you go into samadhi, I mean, the body does not, yeah? When you're really in samadhi, yeah? When the mind is completely empty, the body does not do anything, yeah? It's just like a tree stump. Yeah? There was a villager, who listened in the morning, to Lungta Mahaboa's talks, yeah? And by listening, he went into Apana Samadhi. So Lungta Mahaboa was finished with his talk, and this person still was sitting, yeah? People, put him on the shoulder, yeah, please stand up. He was not there. So then Lungta Mahaboa said, carry him home, yeah? So they carried him in the sitting position home, and then, hours later, he woke up, from this Apana Samadhi. So it is possible, yeah? Nothing is happening, I mean, they can even cut your body open, and you don't even realize it because you're not there. Yeah? Apana Samadhi. Okay, so, anything else? Yeah?
I heard that in Thailand, they still practice Asubha by taking the young monks to mortuary to look at the corpse. Is that still a practice in Thailand?
That depends on the monastery, and that depends on, how we are connected to the doctors in the nearest hospital. Yeah? At the moment, they have cut it down. They don't want to do it anymore. Most of the hospitals don't allow it, yeah, to see the opening. We could see, when we went Konken Hospital, we could see the preserved, body parts, and we could play around with them, yeah. But it's not fresh. It's very different, yeah. It's very, very different.
You don't get to see the smell.
No, I mean, I asked for it, but they said, sorry, we cannot allow this anymore, yeah. So there might be some small hospitals that allow it, but overall, it is not encouraged. Yeah. But if you go to the police work, when they have a murder, yeah, or when they find a corpse, in the water, lying in the water, yeah. They probably don't mind if you look at it. Yeah?
10 to 15 minutes, no thoughts, no memories, then only you start practicing on the Asubha. But when you practice the Asubha, let's say skin peeling, do you have a mental image of yourself and then start peeling the skin of your mental image, or somebody else's image?
As in the beginning, you might have a mental image until you see the reality. Yeah, you can use a mental image. You can use an anatomy, book, and look at the different parts of the body, and then stare at one, and look at one, and then You close your eyes and you try to look at it, yeah? Or you can look at some videos where they cut up people open, yeah? Because the YouTube videos are there, yeah? It's not nice to see, I mean, these jihadists, take a big knife and then and the blood, yeah? You don't like that? Yeah, I mean, it's a karma, Okay, so you have to turn it on.
How to develop from samatha meditation to vipassana?
How to
How to
develop?
progress? Like meditate with samatha kamathan.
Yeah.
Yeah. To next level vipassana.
Yeah.
How to progress?
I mean, I thought I talked about it, yeah. You weren't probably here. Samatha, yeah, is, we stick with the Buddha or we stick with the breath, yeah, until the mind becomes completely calm, yeah, until we enter Upachara Samadhi or Apana Samadhi. Then the mind becomes calm. When we can stay calm without any thoughts, any memories coming up for around 15 minutes, then after our session we can do vipassana. And then we investigate. Investigating is taking an object, for instance your hair or the skin, yeah, and then focus on the skin or focus on the hair, yeah, until you start to see it, and then ask questions. Where is the hair coming from? I mean, it doesn't grow out everywhere. You notice that? Yeah? So, I mean, look at the structure of the hair, look at the structure of the skin, look at the structure. These are outside things. Look at the structure of the nails, yeah? Look at the structure of the teeth, yeah? Investigate this, yeah? What is, yeah? I mean, it's a different composition, yeah? But it comes out of the same thing, yeah? It comes out of the skin, yeah? The skin and flesh, they produce the nails, yeah? Or the teeth, yeah? Where do they come from? I mean, investigate it. Ask the questions, yeah? Or in the beginning, as I said, ask yourself, put your body, cut it up, put it in front of you, and then look, what is body? Huh? Is the brain the body? Is the lungs the body? Is the heart the body? Huh? What part of the body is the body? Huh? Nothing. And then you put it back, assemble it, and then you have a body. Yeah? If you assemble it wrongly, you might not have a body. Yeah? Or what we consider to be a body. Yeah? And to see, investigation is always there's subject, there's object. We see. Yeah? For instance, there's a feeling. Yeah? Feeling of pain, that is the first investigation. Yeah? That is vipassana already. Because we investigate what is pain. Yeah? But I think, didn't I talk about this? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, people come and go, and then they want to know that. Huh? And then you just have to listen to the talks, when they are online. Huh? And that is also amazing about Singapore. Yeah, people come and go, and just for half a day, Or then I don't have time. You don't have time, it's not worth my time, to teach you. Okay, sir?
Hey, Ajahn. I have a question here. In our meditation journey, is it important to have a teacher along the journey, or can we, like coming to a retreat, then we practice our own and discover it? And how do we know that you have the search for a teacher, you have the right teacher?
I didn't understand the last part of the sentence.
How do you know that we, as we search for a teacher, that the teacher is the right for you? I think you mentioned earlier on, it's like just a feeling for that.
Yeah, I mean, you either feel it or you don't feel it. Yeah? You feel it that it's the right teacher, or you don't feel it. Right? When I was in England and I read, when I was in England and I read the book of Lungta Mahabor, after the second chapter, I said, "This is the monk, I need to see him." And then I came to see him, and then from that point it was very clear. Yeah, he's my teacher. I won't leave him. Yeah. And then he died, and then of course I left. Yeah. Oh.
Thank you. Ajahn, is the realization of the Four Noble Truths a eureka moment, or it can be gradually grasped?
You mean the Magga or the Phala?
The Four Noble Truths.
Yeah.
Yes, the Phala.
What do you want to know? If the Four Noble Truths become clearer and clearer over time?
Yes. How does the heart know that it has finally understood the Four?
Well, you have to go into the heart, to know it. Yeah. So I mean, if the heart is completely calm, you can ask questions to the heart, and the heart might answer it. Yeah. If the answers come in form of thoughts, it's the kilesas trying to delude you. Yeah. But if it is in form of knowing, then it is from the heart. Yeah. But I thought that you were asking about how to know, that you entered the stream, or there's a very decisive moment. Yeah. The Magga is always this one moment. Yeah. It's just one moment. You dive very deep you actually dive into Nibbana, yeah, and then you come out, when you come out, the fetters that were cut off, are cut off. And then the fruit, yeah. Normally with Sotapanna, the fruit come instantly, or Sakadagami, it might come, instantly. But then later on, it can take long time before you get the fruit of it, yeah. But it doesn't really matter because you're already there. Yeah.
And also, what is experience when karma and raga are removed, and would they come back?
If they are removed, they don't come back. Yeah. And what is the experience? You feel like you're escaped from a prison. Yeah. Because raga tanha, keeps you in the prison. Yeah. The interesting thing, I mean, when this happens, when karma and raga, goes, I mean, you feel like you might feel like you're in a prison, and then you ask the guards, if they know the way out, because now you have the pass. Nobody knows the way out, so you have to find it yourself, yeah. But when you come out, when you come out of this prison, and that is for every person different. Yeah, I mean, the experience, of these things is different for every person. Yeah, the moment you come out, you look behind you, and there's no more prison. So you cannot get into this prison anymore, but you still have the prison walls. Yeah. I mean, it is very different. It's very different. Yeah, and also the practice will be very different, very confusing. Yeah. I mean, for the body investigation, it is you do that for year after year after year after year. It is very clear. You just get into it. Yeah. But then, the mind investigation of the mind khandhas, it is. You're constantly fooled, yeah. They constantly fool you, yeah. So that is more difficult. Yeah. Ask.
Yeah. So when we go back to work tomorrow, for instance, when we go back to work tomorrow, we might not have the luxury of sitting.
You come with me or what?
Yeah. Yeah, my question is, do you have any advice for us, like for us to catch the moment before it arises? Because sometimes when we are
to catch the moment before what?
Before it arises, it's like there's so much like distraction. Yeah, the thought moments.
Oh, yeah, you have to have sati.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If the mind empty, you see the intention to think. Let's start the other way around. Yeah. In the beginning, you are aware of a train of thought. Yeah? That's what normally happens. There are five or 10 thoughts. Yeah? And then your awareness becomes more and more clearer, or sharper, and then you're aware of 3 thoughts. Yeah? Then you're aware of 2 thoughts, then you're aware of 1 thought, and then you're aware of half a thought, and then you become aware of the beginning of a thought, and then you become aware of the intention to think. It's a training. Yeah? It's just like training to swim, You cannot start swimming, Yeah? But you get better with each time you train it, and you get better. Yeah? It's so interesting, yeah, please, yeah. There's so many things to discover, yeah. But you just Google it on your smartphone. But that doesn't tell you anything about, what is going on in our mind. You can discover, how is the heart and the lungs working together, who initiates a thought, who initiates, memory and so on. Yeah? If you want to, yeah, you can discover it all for yourself, yeah. You don't need any medical, person, to tell you. I sometimes discovered something, and then I asked my friend who was a doctor, is that really so? Yes, he said it's so, yeah. Because I just looked inside, and noticed something that was perplexing me, so I went to ask my friend who is a doctor, and he said yes. So you can see anything, you don't need anybody outside, yeah. But for a teacher, then, look for a teacher, because most of you will need a teacher, yeah. Otherwise you just might go wrong, yeah. I don't mean that you need me, I'm not the teacher for everybody, I'm the teacher for a few, yeah? Especially for people who get very easily angered. Yeah? I'm a good teacher for these people because I poke my finger. And then they can learn, yeah? Just like Lungta Mahabor was the same, yeah. He said, yeah, I can teach only, people, who have a lot of anger, yeah. And in the beginning, I thought, I don't have any anger, yeah. Until he showed me that I have anger. Huh? So, yeah.
Hi, Ajahn. Just now you did mention that the car is a body. The mind is a driver. But I'm a bit confused on you actually, do the body have the feeling? Do the body have consciousness? But you mentioned that the body have the feeling. How do the car have a feeling?
Maybe I don't understand the question correctly.
Is the body, do the body have the feeling?
There are bodily feelings, but the bodily feelings belong to the group of Vedana, of feelings. Yeah? Of course you feel your body constantly.
I thought the mind is a feel.
No, it's not the mind.
The body feels sad or the mind feels sad?
It's a citta.
It's a citta.
Yeah? Part of the citta is the mind. Yeah? It's part of it is the rational mind, part of it is the emotional mind. Yeah?
So how about the consciousness? The body have a consciousness?
Didn't I talk about, consciousness? Rupa, body, feeling, mind feeling, and bodily feeling. Sanya is memory, association. What is association? When I see a green shirt and say green shirt, yeah? The eyes just see colors and form, yeah? And then memory tells me, okay, this is a green shirt, or this is a white shirt, this is a female, and this is a male, yeah? That is what sanya is doing, yeah? If you see something that you are unfamiliar with you will see sanya running around and trying to find the best match, yeah? It's nothing else, that what we did in AI, pattern matching process, yeah? And then it comes on with the wrong conclusion most of the time because it doesn't know what it is, yeah? And consciousness, and then there's thought, short form of thoughts, yeah? One, two, three thoughts, yeah? And then there's consciousness. Consciousness just, yeah? A lot of people think consciousness and the citta is the same. No. Otherwise the Lord Buddha would have told us. He said there are 5 khandhas, and the highest of the khandhas is consciousness. But he says there's also the citta. Who knows there is consciousness, or who knows that there's no consciousness? It's not unconscious. Knowing that there is no consciousness is not the same as being unconscious. So you see it, that there is no consciousness, and then you see there's consciousness, and it just tells you some sense data has come in. And then the memory or sanya, looks up what it is. It's in the ear, okay, sound, what is it? It's a voice, what kind of language is it? And it does it very fast. Our brain is extremely fast. It can do. But the good thing about our brain, it can only do one thing at a time. That's how we can track it down. It's not a parallel computer, it's a single computer, with a lot of multitasking. Because we can eat and look at the phone at the same time, and some people even drive, They eat, drive, and look at their phone, Our brain is very efficient in multitasking, So, okay? Yeah?
Can you please explain what is non-consciousness, not unconscious? You say the angelic consciousness understand, then you recognize this, you are conscious about what is this about. But when you say that whether it's non-conscious or conscious, can you give an example of what is non-consciousness?
I can only say it is amazing. There's nothing that you can really say about it. I try to explain it. You're old enough, you saw movies, The moving pictures, between each picture there's a very small, gap, that is black, So, the faster we play this movie, the more we see action, Or we see something happening. But when you stop it, you just see one picture. Very boring. Nothing happens, And between the pictures are these black bars, And this is, for us, consciousness is one moment, and there's non-consciousness, a very short time, and then comes consciousness again.
Thank you, understand. Understand.
But if you experience it, you are amazed. Because there's still the world, even if there's no consciousness. What is all this? The Singaporeans and the Malay, they eat medicine just like a staple food, I'm so amazed. Okay, next question.
Ajahn, let me just ask, when we do sitting meditation, is it better to sit on the floor or sit on the chair, or it doesn't really matter?
On the floor is better, but if you can't, it is better, to sit then in a chair if you can't sit on the floor, The problem, when you sit in a chair and sit comfortable, too comfortable, you fall asleep, And especially if you have your aircon on, So the best thing is really to sit on the floor, but some people just can't sit it, They're not used to it, sit on the floor. But you're from Singapore, so that is not a problem, You are Asians, in Thai they all sit on the floor, Malaysia as well, Indonesia also, So, there shouldn't be any problem. Another question?
Sorry, can I ask one more?
Yeah. What?
On the chair, you cannot get the experience pain.
If you sit 3 hours, you will see it. Oh. Because then the pain is restlessness. Yeah.
Can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
So when we do investigation, how do we know what are smart questions?
This is what you have to figure out for yourself. Yeah? You always ask not why. You never ask why. Yeah? You ask what is it? Yeah? Where is it? How does it feel like? When I cut it up, how does it look like? Yeah. Yeah. Never ask the question, why did it appear? Because, whoops, you're gone. Yeah.
Can I ask one last question? Sorry.
Another question.
Okay, you said that mind is part of citta. So, but what exactly is the mind?
What exactly is the mind? Huh? Why don't you define it, what the mind is? I don't know what the mind is. I call it the rational aspect, the logical thinking. Yeah, that's what I call the mind. Yeah, and the heart is more the emotional reaction. Yeah, but it's only part of the citta. Yeah, and this can change. Yeah, the mind, the rational aspect of the citta can change. Yeah, you can develop it more. Yeah, some people develop it so to that extent that they don't even have any more emotional heart. Yeah, they are, heartless people. Yeah.
So then can I say both the mind and the heart are part of citta?
What?
Both the mind and the heart are part of citta?
Yeah. Heart and mind are, I use this interchangeably. Sometimes when I want to refer more to the emotional part, then I say heart. When I want to refer more to the rational aspect, then I say mind. But it's all within the citta. Yeah. Just like your greed, just like your hate and delusion, they're all in the citta, yeah? I think this morning I explained it, it is, you have a diamond and all the facets, mind is one facet, heart is another facet, greed greed is another facet, yeah, and so on, yeah? But you change these facets all the time, yeah? So, 20 years ago, you didn't think the way that you think now. Huh? No? Yeah? Okay?
When you say the mind, the greed is inside the citta,
Yeah?
the feeling is inside the citta.
What?
Feeling. This feeling is also inside the citta. And also perception also inside the citta. So, do you mean that all arises from the citta?
No. Because feeling belongs to a group, yeah? The citta uses the feeling to bring up a feeling, and no matter, when it is avijja or the kilesas that bring up the feeling, then it's going to delude you. When the Dhamma brings up the feeling, yeah? I thought I talked about it. It's a toolbox. The 5 khandhas are a toolbox, and the citta is using it, and the Dhamma is using it, or avijja is using it. Yeah, but people come and go, and come one day and then, want to know everything what I said in 3 days, huh? Okay?
For a lay person who practices meditation at home, which is more important, the duration of the meditation or the quality of the meditation.
What is more important? What?
The duration of the meditation or the quality of the meditation itself is more important.
Sometimes both. Huh? Sometimes the duration is more important, yeah? Because you're going to face up with the kilesas who don't want to meditate. So there you have your first battle, yeah? And sometimes, it is important the quality, yeah? That you get calm. So in the beginning, you will have to, you have to fight until the last second, yeah? You set yourself 45 minutes and you don't give up before 45 minutes pass. Huh? Yeah. Oh no, today is not for me, maybe I try tomorrow, yeah? Yeah. Oh, now I'm so tired, let's try it, in an hour, yeah? In an hour I forget all about it because I had my TikTok videos up, and so on. Huh? You understand?
Ajahn, mindfulness, awareness, and feeling. So.
Mindfulness, awareness, and what? Feeling.
Yeah, feeling like so when I start with mindfulness, breathing in, breathing out, and sometimes the awareness start to come, and then the bodily feelings can be really, really strong, and when it's getting strong,
really what?
Strong.
Yeah.
And when it's getting strong, I start to realize that I miss my breath. So does it mean that we can't? Once arise, then we will lose the other things, or how does it works?
I would try, to let the knowingness drop into the heart when the feeling becomes very strong, the bodily feeling, when you're really concentrated. Yeah. No, don't move the point, Yeah? What is coming before you want to move the point? A strong feeling. What comes before the strong feeling? See, try to retract. Try to retract until you really see what is happening. Yeah? What came before the strong feeling? What was it? Was it a memory or was it a thought? Yeah? What came before the thought? Was it a memory, thought, or feeling? Track it down, to see what is going on. I cannot sometimes tell you what is going on in your mind, yeah? But I can tell you how you find out what is going on. Okay?
My understanding from you is once the mind is more settled down, there where we start to investigate. But then when we start to feel a bodily sensation is stronger, is that the time as well we start to investigate?
I have no idea because I don't understand, the question that you ask. Can somebody translate it?
I understand from you that investigation started when
the mind is calm.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then when the bodily sensation is getting stronger, is that also the times that I should investigate, or should I just switch it back to the...
Just switch it back. I said, don't mix up samatha and vipassana. When you do samatha, do samatha. When you do vipassana, do vipassana. You really have to set up your mind, in the beginning. Now I'm going to do samatha for 1 hour, or 2 hours, or 3 hours, yeah? And then when I see my mind has become very calm, then after the 3 hours, I will do, vipassana, for 45 minutes. And then while vipassana can happen very often, it happens to a lot of people, that while we do vipassana, the mind gets extremely calm, and then they go to the calm, and forget about the vipassana. And in this way, we don't get any results, neither with samatha nor with vipassana. We should stick at one thing. Yeah? The only exception for samatha is for investigation of pain, when the pain is so strong that we cannot concentrate on the breath or on the Buddha anymore. Okay? Sir, more questions? Yeah? No, you stick with the investigation. Yeah. A lot of people do that, and they don't really get results. Yeah. It's the kilesas who drive off in a different direction, because the vipassana, when we do vipassana, we slowly start to understand. When it is dangerous for the kilesas, they pull us off, say, oh, it's so nice and calm, let's go to the calm, yeah? instead of seeing, what is behind, yeah? You have to understand the power of kilesas. They don't want to undermine their power, yeah? They don't want to undermine their own, their own ability to control us, yeah? So whenever it becomes tough, then okay, now, red alarm lamp, yeah? Coming, now I can't stop, yeah? And now I want to understand what is going on, yeah? No? So, anything more? What is the time? Already. What? 5:40. 5:40. Yeah? I really want to know who's writing all this.
You can raise your hand.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi, Ajahn Martin. If I fall asleep during meditation, should I just give up and go to sleep and practice when I'm more alert? Should I push through?
It's too loud, your microphone.
If I fall asleep during meditation, should I just give up and go to sleep and practice when I'm more alert? Or should I push through instead?
Of course you should push through. I mean, what kind of question is it? No, there's a point, yeah. I mean, when the mind becomes calm, it normally wants to go to sleep. If you catch this moment, yeah, and say, no, I don't want to go to sleep, yeah, and then you are very much awake, yeah. You probably have never been awake like that before, yeah. So you have to catch that moment when the kilesas try to lure you into, I'm going to sleep, yeah, and say, no, yeah, because you always have a choice, yeah. You don't have to follow the kilesas, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Which meditation would you recommend when you're dying?
What?
Dying. Yeah, when we're dying.
Of course we should do meditation when we die.
Which
What?
meditation object would you recommend when a person's dying?
I mean, that depends on, what kind of death you have, yeah? I mean, it's very painful, then concentrate on the pain, yeah? If it is very light, then concentrate on the Buddha or on the breath, yeah? To see what is going on, yeah? You want to have the clearness of understanding what is going on, yeah? Don't go into memories. That's not good, yeah? Or don't go into the future, yeah? Okay? No.
Dear Ajahn Martin, after I meditate, sometimes unseen beings approach me while I was sleeping around 3 a.m. Some are not very gentle. They go away after I send merits or metta to them. Can you guide me how not to be fearful, as I usually cannot move my body when the unseen approach me? Thank you.
When the what? When the
unseen being approaches me.
You mean the ghosts? I mean, I said this morning, hello, how are you? What do you want? I mean, if you're afraid of other people, of strangers, then you have to deal with the fear. Then you have to investigate that fear. Yeah? What are you actually afraid of if you meet somebody, a stranger? Yeah? That he does something to you? Yeah? That he takes your life, or that he tortures you, or whatever. What are you afraid of? Huh? Ask this question, yeah? Huh? And then, when the ghost comes, I mean, you see, what I said, most of the time, merit, and then they go away, yeah? Merit or metta, yeah? Share the merit with them. May you be happy, may you be, full of love, and full of compassion, yeah?
Dear Ajahn Martin, thank you for your teaching. Thank you for your teaching that we should be most careful not to create bad karma. Can you guide us how to activate defunct karma so that we can suffer less from the bad karma due to avijja? Grateful.
Defunct karma? What is that?
Defunct karma.
You mean bad karma or what? Who was writing this question?
Defunct.
Yeah, but I don't understand the meaning of it, what it means. Can somebody give me another word for defunct? What? Yeah, I know I heard this word before, but I really do not understand at the moment the meaning of it. Yeah. What?
Paying for debt with less easy. So for instance, if you owe $10, but you just pay that $2.
Would be nice, huh? I mean, try out your bank if it does. You borrow $10, in the next month you come, I give you $2, you are happy about that? What?
It needs to do with karma that's like not active at the moment. So like karma that we have, but past karma that we can use to help us suffer less from the bad karma that we are experiencing as a result of avijja.
Yeah, I mean, of course there is a way. Yeah? When you have a glass of water, and you put a spoonful of salt in it, the less water there is in, the more salty it tastes and the more terrible it tastes. But the more water you pour in, you don't even notice it. And that's the same thing with creating a lot of good karma, so that the bad karma doesn't really have so much influence on you. It's just a day, or just a week, but overall, you will come back, to some good karma. Remember it with the salt, Salt, a little bit of water, you can't drink it, But with lots of water, you can drink it, But the amount of salt is the same, But it just tastes different. It's the same with the karma, When I have good karma 6 days a week, and only 1 day a week of bad karma, it is, I don't mind that, It's not as terrible, as if I have six days, bad karma and only 1 day good karma. Then we are really, broken down. Okay?
Dear Ajahn Martin, thank you for your guidance. My question is, in the state of samadhi, where is Buddha? After I enjoy the bliss of the stillness, then I'm mindful of Buddha again. Thank you.
That's exactly what I said, people don't listen to what I'm saying. You stick with the Buddha all the time, But she said, or he said, she's going then to the bliss, And then, of course, the bliss disappears, and then she goes back to the Buddha. So she never gets deeper, you dig the hole, and then once you have a hole, and it protects you, and then you stop, you just enjoy the hole, but while you enjoy the hole, the hole fills up, and and then you have to dig again. Instead of, making a really deep hole, where you can go into one-pointedness. Okay?
What do monks do when they are angry? Example, in your book, you said your teacher scolded you when you... Sorry, the handwriting is a bit hard to read. When you...
Yeah, you deal with the anger, that's what I said, we bring up anger to be able to learn to deal with the anger,
When you hum a tune while sweeping the floor.
What?
You said your teacher scolded you when you hum a tune while sweeping the floor.
No, that wasn't me. No, there was a monk, she read it somewhere in the biography, of Lungta Mahabodh, No. That was way before. I mean, if a teacher scolds us, he has a point. Yeah? He wants to show us something. Yeah? And in getting angry at that, that he shows us something that we don't like to see, we have to learn how to deal with it. But that's why we do the investigation, the body investigation, to learn how to deal with this anger or irritation. Yeah? Okay? Next.
The second part to this question is...
The second part?
Similarly, why is it okay to do Buddho while washing plates and not okay to sweep and hum a tune or a song?
Humming a tune, is distracting. Having Buddha, is concentrating. What kind of question is that? You know how easily it is you get lost in the music, yeah? So if you hum a tune, yeah, the mind goes out, and the feelings arises, and then another tune is coming in, and so on. You're not mindful at all. You're not even mindful of the tune, yeah, because it leads you away. Yeah? But Buddha, that is not a tune. Okay?
Ajahn Martin, you've mentioned yesterday there are about 100 plus arahants around northern Thailand, Myanmar area. So it is a testament that the teachings are still pure. Is Sri Lanka also a good place to try practice?
I'm sure that there is one or two arahants in Sri Lanka, but I have no idea because I've never went to Sri Lanka. There's a good tradition in Sri Lanka, but it's very difficult to find, yeah. There are some monks, who live in the forest, who live in the cave, and never come out, yeah, or come out very seldomly, yeah. But I don't know what. Myanmar, maybe in the north of Myanmar, yeah. The 100 arahants have mostly died already in Thailand, yeah? And there's only the stupid, students of him, yeah. Who don't grasp, what the teaching was. Yeah? There are still some arahants, there's still some arahants in Thailand, yeah, but not as many as at the time of Luang Pu Man.
I'm not Buddhist. Can I reach a state of samadhi without believing in the concepts of karma, reincarnation, and in spiritual beings?
Yes, you can do meditation, but what is the point? Yeah, what's the point? Huh? If you don't believe in karma, if you don't believe in heaven and hell, what is the point of, meditating just for the happy pill? That's fine, yeah? But you won't get far. You won't get deep enough, yeah? Because for samadhi to develop, we have to have sila and we have to have panya. Yeah? That fosters the samadhi. And if you only develop samadhi, without sila and without panya, we will not get very far. And that's the same thing, yeah? If you develop panya without, sila and without samadhi, we don't get any far. Yeah? Okay? But the question is, why doesn't she trust the Buddha's teaching? What kind of teaching does she trust? Yeah, that when I die, I'm gone. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, when you die, come and visit me. And then I show you. Yeah.
I think this could be the same person who wrote one of the earlier questions. So, if you open your internal eye, this is already Nibbana. So the question...
Huh? The internal eye, it has nothing to do with Nibbana. Huh? Nibbana is, if you want to have a preview of Nibbana, then you go into Appana Samadhi, where the internal I is gone. People, have all sorts of ideas. Internal eye. You mean the internal eye that is, the third eye on.
Okay, so then the follow-up to that statement is, if this is Nibbana, why do you not want to be reborn?
If this is Nibbana, I said it's not Nibbana. Yeah? So the follow-up question, why don't you want to be reborn? Because you have dukkha. Yeah? And the things that you create, all anicca. Yeah? The job that you have is anicca. The partner you have is anicca. Everything is anicca. The car that you have is anicca. It comes and it goes. Feeling comes and goes. Why would you want to be in this world? Huh? Ryan? Why? Why do you want to be in this world where you have so much to? Get to the knowing. I cannot convince you unless you go into upachara samadhi, where the mind stops working, where the mind engine is turned off, and you just experience. If you don't like that, okay, And you can go even deeper and have a preview of Nibbana. I was talking about that. When you go into Appana Samadhi, where this whole universe disappears. And you don't want to go back to the world. You're thrown out, and then the first thought, first thought is, how do I get back? And then you struggle and you don't get back, for weeks or months, because you expect all the time. You expect this to happen and that to happen, and we are fooled by this. Instead of doing our work, Buddha, we expect, now it's going to happen. Now, you're out of samadhi again. I can't understand people wanting to go back. An Arahant, has worked so hard, for getting into Nibbana. He doesn't want to go back. The Lord Buddha, he doesn't want to go back in worldly life. Why should he? It's all about sex, huh? Is that so much fun? Ask yourself, Westerners, when they come to Thailand, and they go and lie on the beach, heat themselves up until they can't stand the heat anymore. Then they go in the cold water, until they can't stand the cold anymore. And then they go back to the beach and heat themselves up, And that they do the whole day, and in the end they say, oh, what a wonderful day, And it is the same thing with lust, If you have an image, or you have, you see something, that, infatuates you with lust, it's the same thing. You are hot. You're internally hot. Why would you do that to yourself? Only when you can relieve yourself, for both, when you can relieve yourself, you feel cool. It's the same thing, Heating yourself up with thoughts, with these kind of memories, or fantasies, Heating yourself up until you can't stand the heat anymore, and then you need some, flow out, where this energy can go out, If you have a partner, that's fine, If you don't have a partner, then you masturbate or whatever, No. Am I saying something wrong? Huh? You don't. Once you understand what is going on, that's why we need the samadhi, That's why we need the ability to see, this awareness to see what is going on, Try it out, look at a nice woman, or look at a nice man, and see how your heart starts pumping. And then ask yourself, is this nice? I always thought, a cool heart is much nicer than a heart, that boop, 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 And in the end, it needs some outflow, And then you're in trouble if you don't have a wife, or don't have a partner, yeah? Then you're in trouble. So why do you do that in the first place? Yeah?
Now it's 6 already.
Yeah, if there are any more questions, you still...
Any questions or anything that you want to say?
Okay. Yeah.
Ajahn, as a lay person, you advise that we should meditate, have the rituals of meditation, which is a priority. Other than meditation, what else should we do to become a good Buddhist and walking the path, other than meditation? How about reading suttas, what sort of, how to get around to start off with that, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with reading suttas, yeah. But if you can meditate, do walking meditation, sitting meditation, you don't need to read it, yeah. Because the Dhamma that is written in the suttas is in our heart. So if you go to your heart, then you have all the Dhamma. Huh? But for people, who are not familiar with Buddhism, they do need to read first, yeah. That's why I said there is primary school, secondary school, high school and university, and even kindergarten, yeah? So for people, who start, they first go to kindergarten for, I don't know how many lives, yeah? And then they go to primary school, then they to secondary school, yeah? And once they go to high school, they start meditating along with reading or with, with discussion, yeah? At university, you don't need anything, you just practice.
Last call.
So, any more questions? Yeah? There are two. She has a lot of questions.
He's the one asking. Just one last question. So you said that we can follow a teacher. So how do we follow a teacher? Does it mean that we visit the monastery and then we pay attendance to the teacher and then ask the teacher questions?
How to follow a teacher? It's just, you just go and go to his place, for a little while. You don't have to be always there, yeah. Just to check up on your practice, is it going the right way, yeah? So you stay with him maybe for 7 days or for 10 days, yeah? And then see, yeah? And then when you notice, you need some, there are some questions or problems coming up, then you go again to the teacher. There's no need to constantly stay with him, yeah?
Yeah, because as a female, you can't really be a disciple sometimes,
what?
Right? As a female, we can't really be a disciple of monks.
Why not?
Oh, we can? Because I thought in the forest tradition...
In the forest tradition, the females are on one side of the monastery and the males are on the other side. And there's no interaction between them. If there's interaction, they're kicked out. And if the women create trouble, then they're also kicked out. Okay? You had one? Blue shirt? No. Okay, then we stop, yeah? If there's no more questions, then we...
Okay, so brothers and sisters, for last time in this retreat, shall we all rejoice in Paul's teachings by saying sadhu 3 times? Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, brothers and sisters, this brings us to the end of the retreat. Everyone, we hope that this retreat has been useful in your practice, whichever stage of the practice that you are at. I'm sure everyone here is extremely grateful to Luang Por for coming all the way from Thailand to give us the teachings, and we all hope that you will continue to honor the teachings and to practice in line with what he has said, because he has explained it very detailed and in a very full manner already. Hopefully, when Lumpur comes next to Singapore, then we can report to him that we have not forgotten his teachings and we have practiced diligently and have even realized some aspects of it for ourselves.
I hope that you listen to what you just said.
I think perhaps we will just express our final round of gratitude by bowing 3 times to the Triple Gem, which includes Lumpur. Okay, shall we bow 3 times? Let's bow. Okay, so this is the end of the retreat. There's just a few announcements to make. So if anyone has any requisites and offerings, we'll actually do several things first, so please remain in your seats for now. After the announcements, the first thing we'll do is we will take a group picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine, yeah. And notice that I didn't come for collecting requisites or money, I came in for collecting your heart. Huh? I mean, it's everywhere the same, the monks go, and then, yeah? Huh? They only go if they know they get some money or some requisites.
Okay.
No, I don't care about these things, material things, yeah? I care about the heart of every person, If you find something, with my teaching that is useful, use it, yeah? If you don't find it useful, don't, yeah? Just forget about it.